Welcome to Blissful Garden. Orchids are tropical plants that stand out for their vigorous growth and dazzling beauty. However, when an orchid falls into a disease that causes rot and seems beyond recovery, that doesn't mean all hope is lost. In today's video, I'll show you an effective method to revive exhausted orchids, helping them regenerate, grow steadily, and start a new life cycle full of vitality. What's special is that this method only requires a few simple ingredients that are easy to find right in your kitchen, but brings clear results. The orchid will quickly recover, develop new roots, and continue to bloom brilliantly. Let's get started. This is an orchid that is rot due to bacterial infection, mainly caused by bacteria that spread through improper watering. But don't throw it away yet. For leaves that are rotten and show signs of infection, they should be removed immediately. Water running from the leaves is a sign of overwatering, which can cause rot and create conditions for pathogens to grow. Leaf petioles fall off due to loss of connective tissue connection to the leaf, caused by bacterial infection combined with waterlogging from over-irrigation, leading to tissue necrosis and natural fall-off. Orchids are remarkably resilient plants, able to completely regenerate from just a small portion of the stem if properly cared for. Black spots appearing on orchid leaves are a typical sign of fungal disease. The first and most important step is to completely remove the old growing environment. The old environment often contains bacteria and fungi that cause disease, the main cause of orchid rot and leaf loss. After completely removing the infected growing medium, the next step is to carefully inspect the entire root system to detect signs of damage, rot, or infection, so that timely treatment can be given. The sign that the lower root is completely damaged, and only the upper part of the root is alive, is a perfect spot for the plant to regenerate. Next, use scissors to remove damaged roots that are unable to absorb nutrients. Remove any remaining moss from the roots. Discovered more roots remaining in the bag, still showing signs of life. Now the roots are more open and no longer stuck in moist moss, allowing the plant to absorb oxygen better. Next, I will proceed to trim the roots neatly and cleanly, removing any diseased, lifeless roots. Not all roots are healthy, some are mushy or shriveled. If left untreated, they can hinder the growth of new roots, so I will cut off the damaged roots, helping the plant concentrate its nutrients to stimulate healthy new roots. Removing old, wilted roots helps reduce pressure on the plant and promotes healthy new root growth. As new roots grow, they will absorb water and nutrients more effectively, helping the plant recover quickly. Any part of the stem that is completely dry or infected beyond recovery should be cut off, leaving only the fresh, firm, white or green part of the stem and roots, which is the foundation for the orchid to revive and grow again. Remove any old moss patches left on the tree to avoid the disease not being completely treated. This is the root pod. After being processed and cut, will be the foundation for regenerating new shoots. After pruning the roots and trunk, wash the tree under clean running water. After removing the damaged roots, the entire plant is washed under running water to remove any remaining dirt. This step helps clean the roots and stumps, making it easier for the plant to adapt to its new environment. Washing also helps remove any bacteria or fungi that may remain in the old environment. If left for too long, they can continue to grow and harm the plant in the new environment. Next, use a clean towel to dry the plant after washing to limit excess moisture and prevent the risk of disease. At the same time, it helps to completely remove mold patches that remain on the surface of the tree. The remaining roots will act as the foundation for the plant's regeneration and new growth. Next, I will use garlic, a familiar ingredient that is very effective in stimulating root growth and protecting plants. Garlic is a simple ingredient, easy to find in the kitchen and has low cost. I will use 3 cloves of garlic. Garlic has the effect of supplementing nutrition and stimulating root growth, as well as effectively killing bacteria, fungi, and repelling pests. Remove the skin and take the core of the garlic to make new nutrients for the orchid. This is a natural way to give healthy orchids to grow without chemicals. Slicing garlic helps release active compounds more effectively, providing optimal support during plant care. Once the garlic is chopped, place them in a container ready for the next mixing step. Next, after adding the sliced garlic to the container, add 500 milliliters of clean water to prepare for the next step in the process of soaking the ingredients. Stir the mixture well to promote the release of active compounds in the garlic into the water. Cover tightly for 30 minutes to allow the active ingredients in the garlic to completely dissolve. To revive orchids, we use rice. Rice is rich in vitamin B, especially nutrients B1 and B3, minerals and important amino acids that promote the growth of new roots and leaves in orchids. Just use 3 spoons of rice, the same type of rice you use every day in the kitchen. Use 500 milliliters of clean water and pour directly into the jar containing 3 spoons of rice. Stir well to release the nutrients of the rice into the water. To cover and let stand for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, the nutrients in garlic have completely dissolved into the water. Stir one last time to let the garlic substances dissolve into the water. I will filter out the garlic, keeping only the water to take care of the plants. Next is rice water. After soaking for 30 minutes, the resulting rice water will become a natural nutrient. Filter the rice water into the garlic water jar to create a plant care mixture. Remove residue in garlic. Stir well to dissolve this compound and wait for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, mix the rice and garlic solution. Prepare a cup to fit the orchid to prepare to soak the orchid. Soak the orchid roots in a solution of rice, water, and garlic. Rice and garlic solution is extremely beneficial for orchids, especially those that are in the recovery stage or need root stimulation. Leave it for 30 minutes for the nutrients in the solution to penetrate the orchid roots. After 30 minutes, remove the plant from the solution. It can be seen that the roots of the tree, when absorbing nutrients, are much fresher than before, preparing to begin the revival. Let the roots dry out naturally and prepare for the next important step to help this orchid root back. We will use cinnamon powder to heal pruning wounds. We will apply cinnamon powder on the wounds and cuts of the roots. Cinnamon powder creates a temporary protective layer that prevents bacteria, fungi and moisture from entering open wounds, thus reducing the risk of infection and stem rot. After creating a protective layer for the plant, we need to let the plant rest for 1 day so that the orchid root wounds can heal and regenerate. Next, use a plastic cup to create a place to isolate the orchid from the outside environment. Make sure the pot has enough drainage holes at the bottom and that they are not blocked by growing medium or other obstructions. This way we can observe the tree from the outside to know if it is still healthy or to take care of it directly and promptly. Place the orchid roots in a separate environment to prevent insects and mold from entering. Cover the orchid root box and prepare a clean jar. Use 1 bottle of clean water. The purpose is to avoid mold and other environmental pathogens. Boiled water can be used instead to ensure purity. Put the orchid cup in the water jar and fill it tightly so that no foreign objects can get in. The steam will rise to keep the plant moist, creating humidity for growth. Place the plant in a cool, airy place for the plant to grow. The remaining nutrients can be used to care for other plants in the flower garden, providing additional nutrients for the plants. Use a soft cotton pad to wipe the orchid leaves. Cleaning the upper leaf surface helps remove dirt and mold on both sides of the leaves, thereby improving the plant's ability to absorb nutrients and photosynthesize. Cleaning the leaf surface helps remove dirt that blocks light, thereby increasing photosynthesis efficiency and supporting the plant's gas exchange process. The second method is to water the solution directly into the orchid's root zone. To provide nutrients quickly and effectively to the root system. After 2 weeks, the orchid roots showed very clear signs of revival. You can see a lot of roots sprouting and the little leaves are growing very well too. Can see strong growth of plants after using nutrients containing many good ingredients for plants. Continue to care for the plant by spraying mist on the leaves and stems to add moisture to help the plant grow. Cover and leave in a cool place with light for the plant to photosynthesize and grow. After 1 month, you can see the leaves and roots of the plant growing very strongly. When grown using semi-hydroponics, orchids often thrive thanks to the ability to control humidity and provide nutrients effectively to the root system. Once the plant is strong enough, moving it to a pot helps create the optimal space and conditions for the plant to continue to grow vigorously. The pot needs to have proper ventilation and drainage holes. Line the bottom of the pot with large pine bark to increase ventilation and support healthy root growth. Place the orchid in the pot and cover the roots with the remaining pine bark to secure and protect the plant. Pine bark has many good effects such as moisture retention, good drainage, and antibacterial properties, helping orchids grow healthily. Next, cover the surface with a thin layer of dry moss to maintain stable humidity for the plant. Thus, the recovery process has helped the orchid regenerate and be ready to grow again. When the substrate is dry, spray lightly to maintain humidity, supporting optimal plant growth. Providing nutrients with garlic water and rice water every 2 weeks helps orchids grow healthily, increase resistance and improve overall growth quality. Place the orchid in a cool, soft light place to support photosynthesis and promote stable growth of the plant. Welcome to Blissful Garden, where nature blooms with vibrant colors from love and patience, bringing simple joys every day. Today, I will share with you how to revive plants from the remaining leaves on the tree in a completely natural way. These simple, easy-to-find ingredients can bring about amazing results, helping the roots grow strongly, the leaves stay green, and the flowers bloom brilliantly. More importantly, this is a sustainable method, allowing you to care for your orchids for a long time without harming them. Watch until the end of the video to see the amazing results in just a few weeks. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and notification bell to support me and never miss any orchid growing tips. Let's get started. In the summer, when humidity and temperature increase, orchid growing often comes with the risk of fungal and bacterial infections leading to yellow leaves and root rot. This is one of the common diseases that can weaken the plant quickly. At this time, remove all diseased leaves to prevent the spread. The entire leaf was infected with fungus, clearly shown by black spots spreading evenly on the surface, leading to leaf rot. The orchid leaves are dry, shriveled, and lifeless. Next, proceed to check the internal condition of the root system. We can easily recognize signs of a weakened plant through the loss of its characteristic green color. The root system has completely rotted due to mold and bacteria attack. In addition to English subtitles, you can use the automatic translation in your language to understand the content more easily. To subtitle in your language, open the video and click the gear icon settings in the automatic translation to select your preferred language. The root base has completely rotted. The core inside is exposed, showing that the entire root section no longer has living tissue, no longer able to absorb water or nutrients for the plant. Because the root system is no longer able to nourish the tree, we need to cut off all the roots. Proceed to gradually trim the leaf stalk to determine the boundary between living tissue and necrotic tissue, thereby retaining the healthy parts to restore the plant. It seems that this root part is so badly damaged that there is still no sign of life up to this part. Please comment and let me know what country you are watching the video from. It's great that we can chat and share together from all over the world. When cutting to the white core inside, this is a sign that the plant tissue is still alive and has the ability to recover if properly cared for. With just a green, strong and healthy leaf like this, we have the basis to restore and regenerate a new orchid with great potential. Gently rinse the entire orchid with water to remove any remaining fungus and clean the cut areas. This petiole will become the starting point for the regeneration process. Use a soft cloth to dry the leaves after washing to completely remove any remaining moisture and prevent mold growth on the leaf surface. Next, I let the orchid dry completely in a well-ventilated environment before proceeding with the next care steps. Onion is the ingredient I choose to make fertilizer to support orchid recovery. Onions are a common ingredient, easy to find in the kitchen. Use the outer skin of the onion where many natural antibacterial and trace compounds are concentrated that are beneficial for orchid recovery. Onion peel will be one of the two main ingredients we will use. Next is an ingredient that is very easy to find in your kitchen. Prepare a clean jar of onion peels and put them in the jar to create a restorative fertilizer for orchids. Then I put the onion skins in about 500 milliliters of boiling water. High temperatures help extract nutrients from the onion skin, creating a natural solution that helps orchids recover quickly and safely. Next, cover the pot tightly, let the solution cool completely naturally, then wrap it with a clean towel to retain heat and help the active ingredients in the onion peel to be optimally extracted. The next ingredient I chose was rice, a rich source of B vitamins and natural minerals. I take about 3 teaspoons of rice. This amount is enough to create a gentle but nutritious fertilizer mixture for orchids. Rice stimulates strong root growth and effectively supports the recovery process of orchids. Then add 500 milliliters of clean water to soak. Stir water and rice to create conditions for the nutrients in the rice to be released. Soak the rice for 30 minutes to release the nutrients into the water, creating a natural and safe root-boosting solution. After the onion water has cooled completely, we filter out the residue, keeping only the clear water. This is a solution rich in natural nutrients, very useful for the recovery process and stimulating the growth of orchids. After 30 minutes of soaking, filter out the remaining residue and keep only the rice water to use as fertilizer for orchids. I then combine the rice water with filtered onion water to create a nutrient-rich mixed fertilizer solution, especially effective in restoring and promoting the overall growth of orchids. Stir the mixture well to blend the two solutions completely, then soak the two mixtures for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes of soaking, the nutrients from the onion and rice water have completely dissolved, forming a liquid fertilizer that is easily absorbed by orchids. Method 1. Use a soft cloth to absorb the mixed fertilizer solution, then gently wipe it over the entire surface of the orchid leaves. Wipe the top and bottom of the leaves evenly to clean and prevent mold and open the stomata to absorb nutrients. Rice water contains abundant vitamin B, which not only helps brighten the leaf surface but also increases shine and health, actively supporting the recovery and regeneration process from the top of the orchid. The second method is to soak the entire orchid root directly into the solution, helping the nutrients to quickly penetrate through the roots to the leaves, promoting a strong recovery process. Soaking time is about 30 minutes. The remaining solution can be used to water the orchid pots that are growing well in the garden, helping to supplement nutrients and promote more comprehensive plant growth. This nutrient mixture acts as a natural catalyst, promoting strong root growth, while improving the efficiency of water and mineral absorption from the substrate, helping orchids grow more sustainably and healthily. Onion extract has strong antibacterial properties that help prevent fungal diseases and boost the plant's natural immunity. Rice water contains vitamin B and minerals that help leaves become smoother, thicker, and shinier over time. After 30 minutes of soaking, we gently take the orchid out. At this time, you will see the orchid leaves become fresh, turn a distinct dark green color, and the base will quickly regain vitality. Next, we leave the plant in a cool place and prepare for the next step. Next, we will use a soft cotton ball soaked in nutrient water. Now let's go through each step carefully and follow the way I do it. Fix the soft cotton near the stem to keep moisture and nutrients to the plant. Prepare 2 cups, one with small holes, punched around the sides and bottom to create ventilation and help drain water effectively. The other is left intact to serve as a water tray, helping to keep the orchid roots optimally moist. Use a clean water bottle, then pour water into the cup. So that the water level just touches the base of the orchid. Avoiding waterlogging but still moist enough to stimulate root growth. Then cover the cup with a prepared lid with ventilation holes to retain moisture, creating an ideal recovery environment for the orchid that is moist but not suffocating. To prevent insects and mold from entering, and to ensure a stable environment for orchid growth, I use a clamp to tightly secure the lid to prevent it from coming loose during planting. Place the orchid in a cool, airy location with soft, natural light. Avoid direct sunlight. This environment helps the plant regenerate energy, recover, and gradually develop new roots and leaves. And here are the results after 5 weeks. We can clearly observe the young root tips growing healthily. This is a positive sign that the orchid's recovery and growth is going smoothly. You can see the orchid has developed many healthy roots thanks to the ideal moist environment and consistent care. The plant is slowly coming back to life beautifully. The orchid even grew a new leaf. This shows that the plant is recovering well and is ready to enter the next stage of development. Once the orchid has developed a healthy root system and firm green leaves, we can pot it up so it can continue to thrive in an outdoor environment. Choose a medium-sized pot that is suitable for the size of the orchid and, most importantly, has drainage holes to help prevent waterlogging that can cause root rot and create an airy environment for healthy growth. The pot I use is made of pine bark, which has good moisture retention and effective drainage, creating a well-ventilated environment for orchid roots to grow. In addition, pine bark also contains resin which has antibacterial properties, helping to limit fungi and bacteria that are harmful to orchids. Use a crimp hook to create a stable support for the orchid. Next, use a thin layer of dry moss to keep the soil moist and prevent the pine wood from causing small wounds to the tree. Place the orchid in the middle of the pot, gently pointing the roots down. Fix the leaves with a clip to prevent the leaves from shifting during planting. Use the remaining moss to keep the tree moist, and the bottom part will keep the tree airy. Gently water the root area and spray mist on the leaf surface to maintain the necessary humidity, helping the orchid absorb water effectively and promote stable growth. And continue to use fertilizer from onion peels and rice to continue caring for the plants. After 2 months of applying the care regimen, the orchid has completely recovered, growing strongly with 3 young leaves developing green and full of vitality. The roots of the tree have developed remarkably, with many healthy new shoots appearing, a clear sign that the tree is entering a period of strong growth. When the orchid has enough strength to grow, every 2 weeks, we should add a nutrient solution from onion peel combined with rice water, a natural source of micronutrients that helps the plant absorb nutrients effectively and develop sustainably. Welcome to the channel where passion for orchids and effective orchid care tips are spread. Today, I will guide you through a simple way to revive weak orchids until they sprout new buds. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button to always update useful orchid care tips. Glad to have you along. Let's get started. This is an orchid that has been severely rotted, often considered beyond recovery and often discarded. Orchid rot often starts with waterlogged roots, which allows fungal diseases to easily develop and cause tissue necrosis and lead to black rot, causing the orchid to lose its top. Observations showed that the leaves were severely infected with mold, shown by the characteristic swollen white streaks, a typical sign of prolonged water. When touched, the leaf surface becomes unusually soft and limp with yellowing, indicating clear signs of waterlogging and tissue rot damage. When tearing the leaves, liquid can be observed oozing out. The next important step in assessing a tree's ability to recover is to examine the condition of its root system. Completely remove the growing medium to facilitate more detailed and accurate observation of the root system. To check if the roots are rotten, simply squeeze the roots gently. If the roots feel soft and hollow inside, this is a sign of rot. Assess the root zone to determine the tree's ability to recover, and remove all damaged roots to prevent the spread of pathogens. During the inspection, it was found that some roots had rotted and decomposed. However, a few roots still showed signs of life, shown through their characteristic green color and firm stem structure. Conduct a root cut to assess the extent of damage and identify viable tissue within to revive the plant. The white tissue shows a positive sign, indicating that the root area still has the ability to recover. I have prepared subtitles in many different languages in the settings and selected automatic translation. You can choose the language that suits you. The root tissue and roots are still fresh and healthy and can be used to restore life to the orchid. Damaged roots should be completely removed to prevent the spread of pathogens to healthy root tissue. Please leave a comment letting us know what country you are watching from. It is truly a blessing that we can connect and share knowledge from all over the world. If not thoroughly removed, damaged roots can become a potential source of infection, hindering recovery and rendering all care efforts ineffective. After cutting to this point, the difference between the healthy root with bright color and firm structure and the damaged roots that were removed earlier can be clearly observed. The root part below is still fresh and intact, showing that the first aid process was initially successful. This is an important foundation for the orchid to be able to revive and grow again. Rinse the entire orchid plant with clean water to completely remove dirt, impurities, and remaining pathogens. Ensuring a clean environment for the plant's recovery and regeneration process. Next, use a clean, dry towel to dry the base and roots of the plant to limit excess moisture, thereby preventing the risk of mold growth and facilitating the recovery process. Thus, we have successfully treated an orchid with high recovery potential, with a living root system and a stem that retains its freshness. At this leaf axillary position, new shoots will develop here. Next, use oats as nutrients to provide for plants. Oats are rich in B vitamins, potassium and phosphorus, essential nutrients that help stimulate root growth and promote rapid recovery of orchids. Use 3 tablespoons of oatmeal, just enough to provide the necessary nutrients for orchid roots. Next, use 500 milliliters of boiled hot water to dissolve and activate the nutrients in the oats. Stir the oatmeal with boiling water, then cover tightly and incubate in a towel for about 1 hour to fully extract the nutrients. After the mixture cools, we will use it. We will use 1 fresh lotus leaf as the next ingredient to make natural fertilizer. With a lotus leaf this big, we will use half of it to revive the orchid, then cut it into small pieces to easily extract nutrients. Lotus leaves have natural antibacterial and antifungal properties and are rich in glutathione, a powerful antioxidant that helps stimulate root growth and speed up the recovery process of orchids. Use a blender and put all the chopped lotus leaves into the blender to prepare for the nutrient extraction process. Next, use 500 milliliters of clean filtered water to puree the lotus leaves. Grind lotus leaves with water to release maximum nutrients needed for orchid recovery. Next, I will use a strainer combined with a clean cloth to separate the pure nutrient water, while completely removing any remaining residue and impurities. After 1 hour of incubation, the nutrients from the oats have completely dissolved into the water, creating a nutrient-rich solution ready for use. Filter carefully to collect the oatmeal water. Completely remove the residue. Mix with the previously filtered lotus leaf extract, creating a natural nutrient solution mixture for orchids. Stir the oat water solution and lotus leaf extract well to blend the two compounds completely. Then let stand for 15 minutes to stabilize the nutritional ingredients. After 15 minutes, the solution of oats and lotus leaves has formed a natural fertilizer. At this time, we will use a small bottle to soak the orchid roots, supporting recovery and stimulating new roots. Submerge the entire root in the solution. Using lotus leaves can help stimulate the growth of orchid roots, helping the plant absorb nutrients better after 30 minutes. I will use the remaining solution to care for other orchids. Using a soft cotton pad to wipe the orchid leaves with the mixture of lotus leaves and oats has many benefits. Not only does it help the leaves shine, it also improves the overall health of the orchid. Dust on the leaves can reduce the plant's ability to absorb light, making photosynthesis less effective. Wiping leaves with this mixture will remove dust, clean the leaf surface, improve light absorption, and increase photosynthesis efficiency. Lotus leaf water has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping to prevent root rot and disease in orchids. In addition, oatmeal water also has the effect of soothing damaged plant tissue, supporting plant recovery after stress, while promoting the formation of new roots and enhancing orchid resistance. Method 2. I will use this mixture to water the orchid pot roots. At the same time, lotus leaf water also helps restore damaged root tissue and stimulates new roots to grow strongly, creating conditions for orchids to recover quickly and grow healthily. This is a nutrient with high safety and good biological efficiency, actively supporting the growth and development of plants. After 30 minutes of soaking, take the orchid out. This is the optimal time for the root system to fully absorb the necessary nutrients. It can be observed that the root system has absorbed nutrients effectively, shown through the fresh green color and clear shine compared to the beginning. Use cinnamon powder to disinfect cuts to prevent bacterial and fungal invasion and to aid in more effective tissue healing. Cinnamon powder also acts as a natural repellent, helping to prevent harmful insects from reaching your plants. Applying cinnamon powder to the base of the orchid also helps stimulate the formation of new roots, promoting the recovery and growth of the plant. Place the plant in a dry place and wait 1 day for the wounds on the roots to heal. I will soak the moss in a solution of lotus leaves and oats for 15 minutes to clean the dirt and mold in the moss. After 15 minutes of soaking, take out the moss and squeeze it gently to remove excess water so that the moss is neither too dry nor too wet. This moss will act as an effective moisture-retaining substrate, supporting the orchid to grow stably. After 1 day, when the wounds on the orchid roots have dried and recovered, plant the plant in the treated moss. Place it in a plastic cup with drainage holes to ensure ventilation for the roots. Arrange the orchid roots in the substrate, then gently cover with a layer of moss, keeping the orchid roots exposed to ensure the growth and new rooting process goes smoothly. After completing the planting, cover tightly to limit the intrusion of insects from the outside environment, while creating stable conditions for the plant to recover and grow. Place in a light and airy place for the plant to grow. And here is the result after 3 weeks of patient care. You can see 3 new leaf buds are awake and ready to grow as a gentle response from nature to the love and consistent care you have given the plant. I continue to care for the plant. Let's look at the roots, the important part of the tree. Observation shows that the root system develops strongly. The number of roots increases significantly with fresh green color, clearly showing vitality and good nutrient absorption ability. Add lotus leaf and oat nutrients to the plant every 2 weeks by misting and watering directly on the roots. Continue using specialized nutrient solution to maintain a stable source of nutrients, support sustainable orchid growth and stimulate effective root and leaf growth. That spray mist on the leaves of the plants to add necessary moisture and provide nutrients directly, supporting the recovery and growth of the orchid. Step 2. Pour the nutrient solution directly into the orchid root area, helping the roots to optimally absorb the micronutrients needed for recovery and growth. At this time, a light fertilizer can be used to effectively stimulate plant growth and development. Place the tree in the garden in a well-ventilated place with light so that the tree can photosynthesize and grow directly. As long as you are patient and care for it with all your heart, the orchid will always find a way to revive and bloom brilliantly, like a gentle gift from nature for loving hearts. I hope you enjoy this video. If you find it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on simple and natural orchid care tips in the next videos. What do you think about how I revived this orchid? Leave a comment and share your thoughts. I'd love to hear your feedback and experiences. If you have any difficulties growing orchids, don't hesitate to leave a question. I'm always ready to support you so you can grow healthy and vibrant orchids. See you in the next video.